Hey guys, Bobby YouTube here, and on my last video someone left a comment and made an excellent point that these days, especially our children, don't speak a lot of Romanes, that the language is in a way dying. And in my defense, because a lot of my videos I don't speak a lot of Romanes in the videos, I grew up in Atlantic City in a park life, and a lot of people who grow up in parks and on fairs and on piers deal a lot with gypsy. So you really don't speak it that much. So growing up, my family didn't speak it that much. I mean, even though we had 150 strong Rom in Atlantic City, I never really picked it up. And I mean, I was ridiculed. I can sit back and laugh about it now, but as a child growing up, I was ridiculed, definitely. And I remember I couldn't be more than 7, 8 years old, and I can't even believe I'm telling this story, and a lot of my friends are going to be watching this, probably forgot about it, but I haven't. And when I used to come around people, they would make fun of me, and they would ask me to translate gypsy words into American words to see if I knew. And it was frustrating. It was very frustrating. So one of them asked me what a mobili was, and out of frustration I said meatball sandwich. And let me tell you, man, I was called meatball sandwich for a good year, you know, and again I can laugh about it now. It was a big problem for me, for my kids. I started getting worried because I think somewhere in the 80s my kids was younger, and I heard about a family who got this daughter-in-law, and the father-in-law asked for a cup of tea, said in Romanes, "Garmagochayo," and the girl didn't know what he said, and she didn't understand anything Romanes, and they got rid of her. And I know that's a bit extreme, but it was scary because my kids could not speak one word. So I listened to a lot of Latin music at the time, and my kids started speaking Latin. They didn't understand what they were saying, but when you listen to a language enough, you're going to pick up the lingo. And me and my father was kind of upset about it. So this is why I give God the glory and the praise and the honor, because when I gave my life to the Lord, and my kids, we started listening to Christian music, was predominantly Romanes, and they started speaking it and then started learning it. And I was so happy because now they understand it. And my point is this: your kids probably not going to learn Romanes out on the street. It has to start in your own house. It has to be spoken fluently. Even if you sit down, because my family tried when I was younger to sit me down and, you know, and say mobili is a car and moza is a cat, and it's all good and fine, but until they talk it fluently on everyday basis, they're probably not going to learn it. As far as my video goes, a lot of the younger people watch the videos, and like Pastor Steve, I love him with all my heart. And he deals with a lot of old-time Romano crowd with Brooklyn and New York, and he speaks a lot of Romanes, which is totally understandable. But ask any of the 11, 12-year-old young boys what he's saying, and they really don't understand it. And I can you know, understand how they're not understanding it. So a lot of my videos that are out there now and future-wise, I would like the younger generation to hear and to understand. So, are we losing our language? Probably. It's a shame, and we should all start, like the YouTuber said, to start speaking it fluently, because it's a shame. It's good to have a second language, especially it should be our main language. But again, with MTV and with all the American culture now, very hard to keep it alive. And I do think this person bring up this topic, and that's all much I could say about it. So God bless you guys. Leave comments. Tell me what you guys think. God bless.